Hi and welcome, Gemini. My name is Elizabeth Bratcher. I'm a psychic medium and I'm here to do a reading for you for the month of July 2020. So I'd like to say thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video today. I always do appreciate when you stop by. You'll also find the daily reads and the weekly reads up on the page, and you'll find every Friday at 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time for New South Wales that I am also available for a live feed at 8 p.m. and I'm there for an hour or two, okay? Alright, so how I work with the monthly reads, guys, is I do sit and focus on business, finance, career, money, all of that kind of energy, and then I'll also have a look at love and relationships, but then I'll also pull a spread of just what you need to know most as well, okay? So as usual, using my Sun and Moon Tarot and using my own deck, which I've only picked up a quarter of just then, but the Elizacle deck as well. Alright, so, and as usual, guys, I've already given the cards a nice good shuffle before we start today, so I don't waste too much of your time. So without further ado, okay, so looking at business and finance, career, money, all of that kind of energy for you guys, Gemini. Okay, so your energy for the month is sitting around the Seven of Wands there. Some frustrations perhaps, but you've also got, yeah, okay, so you've got the Seven of Swords and the Five of Wands and the Ten of Swords as well. So I want to say with money and finances this week, this month, sorry, you're sitting on a there's a lot of jumpy energy in it. It's funny because it's literally the Seven of Swords are splitting down the middle for me, and going in some ways it wants to marry up with the Five of Wands and really amplify the fact that leading into that Ten of Wands and Ten of Swords energy there's a lot of closure, there's a lot of heavy energy, there's a lot of work, and perhaps this is being done to you as opposed to instigating. But the thing around it is as well is the Seven of Swords is a really beautiful wish card as well, okay? And so I want to say, you know, that some of those battles are actually starting to pay off, and so I want to split that a little less generically for you guys. And so when I'm looking at money and finances and bits and pieces like that, okay, now I'm feeling that those of you that are in battle around money, and it literally feels like a battle, it is to do with family and things like that. I'm not necessarily feeling it in a workplace or anything else like that, okay? So I just want to kind of split it a little bit and say that this argument, this battle, this challenge, whatever the word is that resonates for you, it was kind of unexpected when it came around. We expected kind of better, but that it's been sitting there. I feel like this energy's been sitting around for, you know, at least a couple of months, up to sort of several months, where it's finally sort of moving towards a conclusion, but it's also showing like it's like we part ways at the end of it as well. Okay, you know, you get what you're supposed to get out of it, but you've also lost relationships, and that's not necessarily sitting on you. That's not something I'm trying to imply, but there's certainly a lot of energy that sits in it. Okay. Now, for others of you, though, I feel like it's actually quite, you know, you've been frustrated in wanting to bring something in around the work and the money and the finances that's there, and you've had to kind of trudge your way through. But now you're starting to actually see some progress around for you, okay? Now, I do feel that some of you will actually go, okay, this isn't actually working, and move on to something else, okay? And there's quite a significant energy that's there. So it's... yeah, that's what I keep seeing. I just keep seeing you going, okay, you've tried every avenue that's there and you know that it's not working, and so it's time to walk towards something new, okay? And again, that energy will already be kind of relevant. I feel like you're already in the throes of feeling that, and so that message is a validation. It's not a indication of what you should do. So if it doesn't resonate straight away with your thoughts that are already in existence, that doesn't resonate for you, okay, Gemini? Just having a little bit of patience, letting go of what no longer serves, and being really clear around your intentions and staying connected to your own energies is really important around finances and such this month, okay? Especially for those of you that are in that little bit of a battle that's there, look after your emotional well-being. And for those of you that are, you know, sitting in thinking about making that switch and things like that, there's been a lot of lessons that you've learnt along the way. So I wouldn't be too dismayed, okay? Take the lessons and let them build you up actually over into that next section. All right, you've got the detox card there, which is, you know, definitely kind of showing let go of what's no longer serving, okay, because it literally is no longer serving. So money and finances this month is definitely an energetical one for you guys, Gemini, but I hope that helps. All right, so let's have a look at love and relationships. And of course, this always includes money, Money doesn't, well, love and relationships it does, doesn't it? It always includes friends and family and things like that too, guys. And I'm not sure if I mentioned it or not, but for those of you that are cross-watching and watching in general as well, just remember that I am reading for lots of you. So if it doesn't resonate, just leave it for this month. Okay, so let's have a look at love and relationships. Okay, I feel like you actually need to be letting go of emotions, letting go of frustrations. You've got the Hermit card and the Hangman, the Tower and the Star. You've actually pulled 4. Okay. Let's have a look here. I feel like some of you are sitting on the back of a breakup. This is a very recent breakup, or the breakup is about to occur. And so again, just to kind of split the energy a little bit, I don't feel that you're completely oblivious right now that all of a sudden it's going to blindside you in 2 weeks and you're going to be broken up with, or anything else broken up with. Such a teenage term, isn't it? Or anything else like that. Again, this energy should already be relevant around you, okay? Either in the fact that it's already happening, or that you're really kind of knowing that it's going to happen, okay? Don't hold on to anything that no longer serves. It's time for that relationship to actually move away from you, okay? Look at the combined energy, like the marriages and the serious relationships that are around. You guys are feeling fairly stable this month. Just be mindful not to let pettiness get in the way. It feels like there's a few little petty things going on, petty arguments born out of frustrations and little bits and pieces like that. And I just want to say, don't buy into it this month. It's not needed, or doesn't get you anywhere at all. Feeling like you're on top of a situation or an argument or something else like that because you've got the upper hand will only leave you feeling more guilty, or, less satisfied later. For those of you waiting to let love come in, I feel like you really need to open yourself up a little bit more. I feel like there's a lot of still worry and concern, perhaps some trust issues, and you're really caught internally as to what the best way is forward. I want to say just trust your instinct, and, don't be afraid to have a little bit of courage and step into new territory. And, I always say, like, online dating and things like that isn't something that you have to do by any yards of the stick, but it's like looking at a catalogue, and you get the jewellery catalogue delivered. You have a flick through, you're not buying anything. But it gives you a sense of what you're looking for, and it gives you a sense of what excites you and all of that kind of energy that's there. And it generally as well is a nice signifier out to the universe that you're actually ready, and it helps move things along as well. Friendships, I just want to say, trust your gut. That's there. Things don't feel like they're too much of doing. Okay. All right, love and relationships, that's what I have for you guys, all right? And so I just want to now do a final spread, and what I focus on with this final part of the reading is just what you need to know most. So I don't specifically sit with any subject. I don't deny any subject, but I just want to see energetically what it is that you need to know most for the month. And so that very much focuses on, what it is that you need to know to get what you want, basically, and what you want in its many capacities and shapes and forms, okay? And so there still needs to be a little bit more work to do to get to where you want to go. You're still feeling a little bit undecided around things, but still feeling a little bit undecided around some things, but you do walk away from something that no longer serves. And you've got the Judgment card that sits with that. And so I feel like you feel that that was the only decision that you could make under the circumstances. It's showing that, you've got a little bit of a loss there with the Five of Cups. But one of the things that always screams about is that not all is lost. You still have something to salvage. Even when you look at the picture of the Five of the Cups, 3 are down and 2 are up from memory. And, I've got it. What am I saying? 3 are down, 2 are up. And, it's signifying that not all is lost. Not all is lost here. There's still something to be that we can build upon. Okay. So just what you need to know most for yourself this month. Let's just have a look. Okay. So yes, as I said, a little bit of uncertainty around confusion, doubt, and clouded judgment, but the way that you're going to be able to clear any of that energy that comes in around you this month is with self-trust, okay? And self-trust is talking about and remembering that self-trust and self-belief is where it all begins. It's where that energy starts to build from, because there are some challenging matters of the heart around, but by sitting in our correct energy that's there, we understand, even if there's an ache that's attached to it, we understand that it's still the right thing to do. Okay, very much so in that Eight of Cups energy that's there as well. You know, everything can still be standing, but you're choosing to walk away because it's no longer serving you. All right, so you've got the Spirit card that's there, and I've made that card purely for validation that you're feeling Spirit around you. Okay, perhaps you're seeing some repeating numbers or feeling signs, or actually the energy of Spirit itself around you. Okay, and it's just a nice validation that yes, trust that energy and use it for a support basis. Okay. You've got the improvements card of self and situations that was there, and as I said, that did reflect through the money side of things for most of you. Relationship wise as well, you know, I do feel with a little bit of mindfulness for those that was relevant to, that does bring that improvement as well. Okay, so you've got the female card, which always just represents that the big changes that you're trying to make will actually need to come from your own energy. There isn't going to be someone that comes along and actually makes everything all right or does the work for you. It's going to have to be done from self. Okay. So you've got the external conflict there. And as I said, for some of you that is showing in relationships, just to the context that was in. You've got the Be Positive card, which talks about the fact that your attitude is a choice. And it is, it's a choice, okay? And so what that means is, you know, no matter what trials and tribulations we've got around, we still have a choice to smile. We still have a choice to have a good attitude through there, okay? And by doing that, you've got the Joy and the Balance card that comes in around for you as well, okay? Asking you to stand strong in your own energies and convictions. It's not a month to backtrack. You've made some decisions and choices, and I feel like you know, part of the lesson in with all of that is sticking with the conviction of those choices that you've made, okay? Because it was time. It's time, you know it, you feel it, all right? And so, guys, just for what you need to know specifically, just in your own line of energy that's there, is that there is an end of an era around with the Sunset card that's there, okay, which is allowing a transformation and a blossoming into true self. And I feel like that's a really nice positiveness off the back of the work reading and also the money side of things that's there as well. You've also got the Healing card, which talks about letting healing come in, being patient, but actually allowing it to come in, all right? And you've also got the Confronting Fears card, which absolutely, you know, it's showing in the Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups. It was definitely showing through the love and through the money side of things and work side of things that's there as well, is that for some of you, it is definitely very much about confronting those fears and calling on that courage, okay? But in a beautiful way. Like, I don't feel like I'm climbing huge Mount Everest or anything else like that. We've just got mountains. All right, but they're mountains that are actually moving you forward to a place that you want to be. So delays and procrastination will serve you no purpose. It'll just mean that you need to do it again next month, okay? Things that are challenges around you right now are not going anywhere. They're there for a specific purpose, all right? So Gemini, that is what I have for you for the month of July, and I hope that you have enjoyed your time with me today. The daily reads are out every day, of course, and on Friday, don't forget, New South Wales Standard, Australian Eastern Standard Time at 8 o'clock. I'm either here or on Facebook doing the live feeds as well. So until then, guys, have a beautiful month, have a beautiful week or day. Look forward to seeing you again when I do, but take care until then. Bye.